I've always wanted to build an attractive and muscular physique, which looks attractive and which looks kind of like a Greek god. And I remember when I started going to the gym 6 years ago, I struggled a lot with my training and with my diet. I've experimented so many things in my diet and in my training, like what muscle group should I train for and what workout split should I follow and everything. And in this video, I'm gonna give you simplified steps so that you can become aesthetic also. And why should you listen to me? Because I've gone from a skinny to building an aesthetic physique in just few years. So before I give you some advice, just scroll down right now and subscribe to this channel so that you will get all of these valuable videos directly on your homepage. So building an aesthetic body is not very easy, but it's very simple because you have to put a lot of hard work in it. If you follow a simple steps like in your training, in your diet, it is very simple to build an aesthetic body in just few years. So the muscle groups that you have to train for aesthetics is your shoulders and back and neck and upper chest and your abs and lats and all of that area which gives you that V taper. We have to focus morely on the V taper, on the wide back and the broad shoulders and the tiny waist. We have to focus also on the X shape which comes from the legs like the quads. And we have to also focus on our legs and also our back. We have to kind of like focusing on the V taper in the upper body and the X shape in the lower body. And we are going to focus on building a strong base of muscle mass and showing that muscle mass by decreasing our body fat percentage. So the number one principle in your training is progressive overload. You have to progressively overload in everything. Like every exercise you do for maybe your shoulders or maybe your upper chest or maybe lats or everything, you have to progressively overload by increasing the rep range or maybe increasing the weights into it. Like maybe you're doing the bench press of 60 kilograms and you're kind of like doing it for 10 to 12 reps and you have to do it for more reps. Maybe you're doing it for 15 reps, like pushing hard in those last repetitions, or maybe you are increasing the weight by 2.5 kilograms or 2.5 kilograms so that it will be more effort for you and you are pushing hard, like you're giving your body a reason to grow. Like if you don't push hard in like maybe in the rep range or maybe into the weight, like your body is already used to lifting that weight again and again. So you have to give your body a reason so that it will grow your muscles. And there are so many splits and myths on the internet that you should follow this split or like push pull legs or upper body, lower body or full body. Like so many influencers are trying to sell you some things, like sell you their courses to kind of like follow their workout split and everything. But I remember when I was beginner, like I didn't follow any split. Like I was going to the gym and sometimes I was doing full body workout or maybe upper body, lower body or something else like bro split or something. Like as long you're going to the gym when you're a beginner, you will build some muscle. Like workout splits are for them who are like intermediate or advanced people are going to the gym for over 1 year or 2 years something. They have their like specific workout split so that they have to follow that workout split. But in our case, like if you are a beginner, you don't have to follow like fancy workout split. As long you're going to the gym and you're pushing hard, you will build some muscle. Like it is a simple fact that you will build some muscle because your body doesn't have any muscle right now. You're skinny or maybe you're fat. You will build some muscle eventually. Like it is very stage movement for you. Like it is very different movement for you to like you're doing resistance training or something. So it is very simple fact that you will build some muscles. So just try to go to the gym and follow maybe like push pull legs or something. And personally the split that I follow in the last 6 months or like maybe 1 year is push pull legs. I've tried to go to the gym 6 times in a week. Like I was training push pull legs like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and push pull legs again Thursday, Friday and Saturday and Sunday rest. So that is the split that I followed and that works for me a lot because I've trained every muscle in 2 times in a week. Like I was training my chest 2 times in a week and back 2 times in a week, legs 2 times in a week. That's very important for you to train every muscles 2 times in a week because in that way you will build more muscle because you're training more frequently. So the first muscle group that you have to follow is like back. You have to focus more on your back because back is the muscle that will give you that aesthetic look from the behind. And for back, I'll focus more on wide grip pull-ups because it is the body weight exercise and it's very important to increase our strength with our body weight exercises first. and just do it for 3 to 4 sets, and that's very important for you to increase your width of your lats. And if you're a beginner, just total beginner, and you can't do more pull-ups, just try to go on some lat pull down exercise and focus more on the eccentric part, so that you will build more resistance on your lats and you will grow some width on your lats. And for shoulder are the best part. Like if you wanted to grow some big arms, like massive arms, and you wanted to look like a strong man who have like strong shoulders, like just focus on this some 3 exercises only. For anterior delts, like there are 3 parts of the shoulders, which is like front delt, lateral, which is side delt, and the rear delt. So you have to just focus on these 3 exercises. For front delt, you can just simply focus more on the dumbbell press or maybe some machine shoulder press. And for the lateral delts, you can just focus more on the dumbbell lateral raises and maybe some machine lateral raises. That's very important for you. And lateral delts are the muscle which is gives you that attractive look, because it is focusing more on the width part. And if you have some more width, like your waist will look automatically tiny and you will get some V taper automatically. So you have to focus more on the lateral delts. And for rear delts, just so many people are avoiding this muscle. They are just ignoring this muscle like rear delt. And if you don't train rear delt, you will look stupid. Like you will not get any 3D look from in your shoulder, because you're not training in that way. Like you have to, like rear delt is just a small muscle, but it gives a very attractive look in your shoulder. So you have to train it like at least 2 times in a week. And for rear delt, you can just go with some rear delt flies with the dumbbells or maybe in the machine, or maybe you can do some face pull exercises with the rope or maybe some resistance band. And for chest, we are focusing more on the upper chest. Upper chest is the muscle which gives us the very aesthetic look. So we are going to focus more on dumbbell incline chest press or maybe incline bench press. And we're gonna do it for like 2 times in a week. And if you don't want to use any equipment, you can just focus more on the decline push-ups or maybe some push-ups, like simple push-ups, and you will build some like a decent chest with that also. And for abs, like so many people think that they don't have to train abs, they just wanted to lose fat and abs are gonna visible at all. But it's not true. You have to train your abs just like other muscles of your body, and you have to train it 2 times in a week also. And the best exercise for abs is just hanging leg raises or maybe decline crunches. And in decline crunches, you're focusing more on your upper abs, like you're crunching your abs by moving your upper body towards your lower body. And in hanging leg raises, you're focusing more on your lower abs by moving your lower body towards your upper body. And as I told you, we are not gonna focus only on the V taper, but also on the X shape of our body. And the X shape, will get the X shape by training our legs. So we have to train our legs frequently, like at least 2 times in a week. And the best exercise for legs is squats. Squats is the exercise which increases our testosterone also, and we are gonna focus more on quads and glutes more. And you can also go for leg extension exercise and some machine leg presses exercise to build some like bigger quads. So let's talk about the diet now. Our muscles are made up of protein, like they need some protein to build more muscle. Like you're going to the training, you're working out, and you're giving your body a reason to grow. But if you don't give your body a raw material like protein sources, it will not build any muscles. It can't build any more muscles because it needs a raw material. And the raw material is protein, simply like whey protein or maybe something else. So you can get some protein from these protein sources like foods like meat and the eggs and whey protein, or maybe milk products, dairy products. Like there are some first class like very high protein sources out there, which I've already told you, like meat, eggs and some dairy products. Personally, I've tried to get all of my protein from meat and from eggs and like dairy products, and I don't take any whey protein or stuff. Like if you are vegetarian, you can go for whey protein powder, like to complete all of your protein intake daily. And the protein intake that you have to complete in your day is like you can just simply calculate it by just 1 gram of protein per pound of your body weight. Like if you are like 140 pounds right now, just take 140 grams of protein in a day. And we are also going to focus on water intake, because our muscles are holding 90% of water, so we need more water, like the fluids, to kind of like build more muscles. And so many people are just focusing on creatine or getting some of their like fancy supplements, but they're not drinking any more water. Like they're not drinking at least 2-3 liters of water. So I recommend you to take a bottle of like 2 liter or 3 liter and just fill it in the morning, or maybe add some flavor in it, maybe lemon or some salt in it, to kind of like sip it throughout of the day. Or maybe you can chug it, or maybe something like half a liter in the morning, half a liter in the afternoon, maybe in the evening or something else. You can just have a routine just like the other, like breakfast, lunch and dinner, for the water also. You can just have a particular time for drinking water. Or maybe if you are going naturally, you can just have a natural, like your body is kind of like giving you thirst signals, so kind of like drink more water. So you can just sip it all day and you can see results by the time. And time is also dependent on your current situation. Maybe you're fat right now, maybe you're skinny right now, so it is dependent on your current body situation. Maybe you're too fat right now, so you have to focus more on fat losing first. Or maybe you're too skinny and you're hard gainer, so it is very important to you eat more calories. But you have to understand that by the time you will get results, because you're already on the right path of building an aesthetic body and like having a fit body. But if you wanted to save years of your life going by your own and building an aesthetic and muscular physique, I made an aesthetic body program, which is the first link in the description. So this is all in this video, and thank you for watching.